Hey traders, Sam Shakespeare coming to you live. How's everyone doing today? L1L7, I'm going to show you what these are. Same thing, stop, target, and one-click entry. That's your basic settings. Do you want one-click entry or do you want dynamic entries? Do you want to just be able to accept an alert whenever you get it if you like it and not have to worry about when the VTA enters it? You can do that. It'll enter and even exit the trade for you. I mean, you can let the VTA do everything. All right, so that's the basic settings that you have. All right, let's get on to the strategy. I want to get to the L1L7. All right, this is, I love this trade. It's become a favorite of a lot of traders, Paul included, myself included. I mean, I know many traders that just only take trades from the L7. All right, the L7 is the equilibrium. So you get the biggest moves from the L7. That's where the biggest moves happen. All right, so it's an important setup, and they usually happen between the reversals. So imagine this is a trend. Imagine this is a reversal that works all the way to the L7. Now imagine that comes to the L7, breaks below the L7, and gets a gas, and the trend continues. That's what we're looking to do. I'm going to show you some examples of what an L7 trade will look like. All right, here's one on a Euro Yen. This is on the 5-minute chart. This is what an L7 is. Here was the trend was over here somewhere. Then the reversal happened. Didn't give much of an entry on it. It was such a big reversal. Once it breaks the L7, it'll retest where the L1 crosses it. Boom, and that's where you get your move. That's the L1L7 cross. So when you look at your chart after you get an alert, you want to see a pattern like this. You don't want to be down here anymore, of course. You want to be right here. And that's where you want to accept that alert. Now, there's a couple things. Here's another example of an L1L7 here. Boom. The L1, see how well that L1L7 was support here? Didn't let the price under it, but once it broke, didn't let the price back above it. Once the L1 came down, boom, you got your move. All right, now this chart gives me an opportunity to show you something now. Oh, by the way, the L7 is orange on your VTA. Here's a great example right here. Look at this. Okay, here's the move up. This is an L1L7 trade here, right there. You would have gotten that alert. Okay, and that's an entry. Look, it worked out pretty well. 35.38, 35.35, you got it. It went up to 65. It went 30 pips. That probably wouldn't have got all of that, but you would have got some points on it. All right, but that is the trade. It's when the green line crosses the orange. All right, so in this chart, it's the black line. Same exact line, guys. All right, now, sometimes you'll get an alert and you'll be down here. And you're like, what? Why did I get that? You should only get alerts on the first bite. You may get the alert down here. Now, you got to count the bites here. If you get a second one, I would try that sometimes. That's okay. I may not try the third or the fourth. The third obviously works at times. You can see here it did. So make sure you're close to the L7. First and second bite, I would say okay with that. After that, don't do it. You're going to start getting, now that might be a trend trade. That might look good for a trend trade, but if you get the L1L7 and you're on your third bite, don't do that one. All right, so you know what I mean by bites, right? This is one bite on it after you cross the L7, which on your VTA is the orange line. Once the price gets under it, the first touch is the first bite right there. That's the second bite. There's the third bite. Here's even the fourth bite. All right, you can see how well it works though, don't get me wrong, and how precise these green lines are. We're going to have again, the forum. I'm going to start a thread. We'll start a thread on the forum just for VTA so you guys can ask questions, maybe make requests and this kind of stuff. And that'll be a way for us to communicate. But the whole idea is that we stay interactive, grow with us on it. And, I think you're going to do just fine. And I think you guys have access to the trade room. So come into the trade room and ask questions in the trade room. It's so key. My personal session starts around 9:45 to 10 o'clock in the morning New York time, goes to about 11 or 12, but usually around 10 o'clock I'm on, and I use the VTA in my session. So it's a great time to come on and trade with me during that session and ask questions, and that's a good time for that. All right, so I do recommend you come along during those periods of time, and I do always recommend that you guys be interactive and ask questions. That's the best way to learn. And plus, when you ask questions, I guarantee someone else on the board was thinking it too, and you've bailed them out by asking them a question. You know what to look for. Do you have any questions on the strategies? I appreciate everybody's time. Take care. This is Sam Shakespeare signing out, guys. Good trading all.